we'll start on the floor. And we're going to start on our tabletop. So let's keep our shoulders stacked over our wrists, our hips over our knees. And we're going to do some cat and cows here. So go ahead and drop the belly, look up at the sky for cow. And then come into cat. And then take your chin to your chest. And then we'll do a few of those. So inhale, looking up at the sky. And then exhale, coming into cat. Inhale. And exhale for 3. Inhale. Exhale for 4. Inhale. Exhale for 5. We'll do a couple more of those. Inhale. Exhale for 6. Inhale. Exhale for 7. Inhale. Exhale for 8. So from here, we're going to come in a child's pose, but see if you can do a wide child's pose. Let's try to get more of a deeper hip stretch. So something that feels comfortable for your body. So remember, I'm just your guide, okay? This is your practice. If anything's bothering you, you can go ahead and just take it back a notch. So just go ahead and you're going to ease into it, okay? So go ahead and lift the heels, inhale, exhale, ease into it. Remember, some of us have tight knees. We all carry tightness in different parts of our body. So slowly ease into it. So inhale. So you're just rocking back and forth. And then once you feel comfortable, just go ahead and just sit your hips to your heels. And you can find some gentle movements swaying side to side while you're here. And you can find stillness and just begin to move your head side to side, massaging your forehead. Okay, you can do a little bit of both, some gentle sway side to side of the hips. You can move your head. And then finding stillness and just begin to rotate your wrists. So you're going to rotate your wrists for about 8 one way, about 4, 5, 6. So you might hear some crackling there. And then rotate other direction. And then open and close your hands. Okay. And then just coming back to that tabletop, and then extending that right leg out, and just begin to just move your heels up and down. Again, warming up those feet, those heels, those toes. Okay, and bring your right leg back in, and then extending the other leg, and just begin to rock back and forth. Coming back to that tabletop, and then from here, we're just going to begin to just move, like we're just going to move from side to side. So just moving over to your right, so inhale and exhale for 2, inhale, exhale for 3, inhale, exhale for 4, inhale, exhale for 5. Go ahead and rotate in the other direction. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then just go ahead and sit on the tops of your feet and just begin to roll your shoulders back and really exaggerate there. Really feel that stretch. So you want to pull those shoulders to your ears and open up that chest and pull the shoulder blades back. Okay, inhale, exhale. So one of the things that you can do if you're having a hard time, you can use a block, okay? So let me grab you a couple of blocks. So these are some tools that will help you have a better experience in your yoga practice. Yeah, I forgot to mention those when we were in the introduction. Okay, so we're rolling back. Now go ahead, now take it forward. So inhale, exhale, take it forward. Really feel that stretch, really exaggerate it for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So extending those arms, and now just open up nice and wide. Again, squeezing the shoulder blades for 2, 4, and 5. And just begin to rotate your neck. So just warming up your neck, making sure we're pulling muscles there. That's for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then other direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, just coming back to that tabletop. I'm going to come into our first downward dog, so just rise up your hips, and then pushing your chest towards your upper thigh. And you can begin to pedal your feet here, just get a little more stretch here in the feet. Maybe you can sway your hips side to side. And then walking your hand towards your feet, and just come to ragdoll here. So just hang nice and heavy. Front head facing the floor. Just stretching that spine, creating space between the discs. And then just open up the feet about hips width apart. We're going to drop the hips down. So if you're really tight, you're having a hard time with this, again, you can take your block. You can sit on your block. Or just slightly come into it. Just find some movement. Slowly come into it. So once you're nice and loose, go ahead and sit into it. And then just place your elbows to your knees. And you can find some gentle sway side to side. And then using those elbows, the elbows to open up the hips. Some gentle sway side to side, find some movement. Still warming up the body. Alright, so coming back, lifting your hips up, come back to that forward fold, ragdoll. And then we're going to walk up to the front, we're going to come into our downward dog again. Let's go ahead and lift our right leg back from the hips. And then you're going to place your right leg down. So you're going to walk your feet towards your hands. We're in a forward fold. Come into a back extension. Back to forward fold. We're going to bend the knees. Let's rise up. Inhale. Interlace the fingers, knee back bend. Exhale, coming to cactus. Inhale, raise both arms up. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Okay. So this time we're going to step our right leg back. We're going to come into that high lunge, where we're going to gently drop that knee. So placing that knee down, reach up, knee back bend. Inhale. Then exhale. Hands to heart center. While we're here, let's come to a twist. So we're going to twist towards that left leg. So just anchoring that right elbow to the left knee, coming through your twist, your left elbow to the sky. Take it back to center, reach back. Mini back bend, inhale, whoops. Exhale, forward fold. Just go ahead now, lift that back knee. Okay. We're gonna come into pyramid. So nose to knee here. Then coming back into that runner's lunge. And then back foot meets the front foot. Forward fold. Coming into back extension. Forward fold. Bending those knees, rising up, inhale. Interlace the fingers, reach back. Exhale, coming to cactus. Inhale, raise both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Coming to your back extension. Forward fold. We're going to come into our plank, then we're going to come down to our knees. Go all the way down to your belly. Coming up into tabletop, and then coming back into child's pose. Coming into swan, kick up those heels, child's pose, and then we're gonna rise up into downward dog again. We'll do the other side. Okay, so we're gonna rise that left leg up, stacking the hips. We're gonna place that left leg down. We're gonna walk our feet towards our hands. We're gonna forward fold. Coming into back extension, forward fold. Bending those knees, rising up, inhale. Interlace the fingers, knee back bend, exhale. Coming to cactus. Inhale, raising both arms up, exhale. Hands on heart center. Okay, now we're gonna step our left leg back. Take that high lunge and then dropping that back knee. Reach back, knee back bend, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, so coming to a twist to that right side, so anchoring that left elbow to the right, that right knee, right elbow to sky. Okay, taking it back to center, reach up once more, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to rise up into that pyramid. Inhale, exhale. So kicking that back heel up, back into that runner's lunge. Back foot to front foot. Forward fold. Back extension. Forward fold. Bending those knees, rising up. Inhale. Knee back bend, exhale, come into cactus. Inhale, raising both arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Come into back extension, forward fold. Come into your plank, come down to your knees, come all the way down. Coming up into tabletop, open up the knees, toes to touch, come into child's pose. Come into swan, figure those heels. Come back to the child's pose. Then we're just going to hang out here for a few breaths. So from here, we're going to just bring it, keep it down to the floor. I think we warmed up our body enough to go into our deep stretches. So just hold it here and breathe. So over here, listen to your breath. Maybe practice your ujjayi breathing. That's that gentle restriction in the back of your throat. And just making your body nice and heavy. Relaxing your body on the mat. So we're going to come down to our belly. We're going to come into Sphinx pose. So you're just going to place your hands flat on your mat. You're going to lift your chest. Look over your right shoulder and look at your right foot. Take it back to center and look to the other direction. Take it back to center. Again, just gently drop your chin to your chest. Get a nice stretch in the back of your neck. And just gently place your body back on the mat. You do a little bit of a back bend there, so just rise your feet up, do some gentle movement side to side. Windshield wipers. placing your feet down. So this time we're gonna reach back. We're gonna grab our hands, squeeze our shoulder blades back, and then lift your upper body. If you want a little more, you can lift your feet. That's for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So then gently rest. Make a little pillow with your hands, and then do a little windshield wipers. Just go ahead and extend your arms out for capital T. You're going to lift your right foot up. You're going to place your ear on the mat. You're going to take that right hand. So make sure you watch. A lot of people do this wrong. Okay, so your right foot is up. Your right hand is going to help push your body over. So you're going to stamp that right foot behind you. Open up that right hip. Okay, do whatever works for you. Open up.
Is your foot on the ground?
Yeah, try to put your foot on, some people can, but try to put your foot on the ground. There you go. Nice, you get a deeper stretch. And think about opening up that hip. Open up, like pull that right knee back if you can. Hold it here for a few more breaths. And then taking your time, gently take it back to the center. Okay, placing your body back to the mat. Okay, we're gonna come back to that capital T again. We're gonna change directions now, lifting that left foot up, taking that left hand, and then placing your ear on the mat. Your right ear's on the mat. Now you're gonna push with your left foot, and you're gonna flip that left foot behind you. Stamp that foot. That's how you guys look. Nice. You guys look beautiful. Perfect. So again, hang up there for a few breaths. Gently place your body back down on the floor. Okay, we did some back bends there, so we need to counter stretch that. So coming back into that tabletop, and then bringing those knees together, we're going to come into embryo pose. So sitting those hips back, and then placing your hands on the side, and placing your forehead to the mat. So counter stretch that back bend. Rise back up. Okay, so we're getting a knee stretch here. In all my classes, I love to do this because my knees used to be horrible. This used to kill me. I used to hate doing this in yoga classes. But try to work through it. If you need to sit on something, sit on something. Yeah, there you go. And so if you want a little more, go ahead and sit back. Okay, and try to keep your knees on the floor. You want a little more, open up the chest, open up the chin. You can throw your head back. Even deeper, you want to go deeper with this, get a stretch the tops of your feet. Lift your knees in the front. So we're getting our knees, we're getting the tops of our feet. Yep, I felt that way too when I first did this. Again, if you want to activate your thigh bone, you can throw your head back. So you do whatever your body can do. Okay. So you work at your levels. At any moment, if these poses are too intense, just come out of it. Come back into tabletop, stretch your feet out, shake it out. Nice. All right, I know that could be a little intense, so come back to that tabletop, and then extend that right leg out, and just do whatever kind of movements feels good to you. Okay, you can kind of shake it out, do the other side. Okay, now I'm gonna do toes pose. This is another one that I always practice every time, because I don't know if any other pose I can get my toes. This is just about the only one. So you're sitting your hips on your heels here, and then try to get some mat between your toes. So this could be intense, right? So this is something that we never do, right? So I try to get every little piece that we can, especially if, you know, women, you wear heels, or so this can be another intense one, so just hang in there. So we're gonna do something to distract ourselves. So over here, let's find some movement. So inhale, and exhale, let's come for a twist. So looking over to the right side, behind you, and then rising both arms up, inhale, and then exhale, other direction. Inhale. Let's do that again. Let's distract those toes. Inhale, rise both arms up, and then exhale, other direction. Inhale, rise both arms up, and then exhale, hands say heart center. All right, let's hang out for just a couple more breaths. Hang in there. Nice. Okay, let's get out of it. I remember taking yoga classes, and they do toes pose, and I'm a competitor, and I didn't want to stop until the instructor stopped. And when she did, I'll be like, thank you. All right, kind of wiggle your toes around. Nice. Okay, so from here, just come on your knees, and watch me first. Be very careful with this one because it's your neck, okay? So be very careful. So interlace your fingers, pull your shoulders back and down, and just take your time. Very gentle. Take your time. So you're bringing your head to the floor, okay, top of your forehead, and then try to reach your hands over your head. Okay? Just take your time. Careful your neck. And use your block if you need to. Remember, the block brings the floor to you. There you go. Perfect. That's nice. Okay, one hand hang up here for a few breaths. Nice. Gently bring your hips down, bring the hands to your sides, and just hang out here in a child's pose for a few breaths. Just relax, listen to your breath. Relax your eyes, relax your mouth, relax your tongue. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Making your body nice and heavy. Just let those arms flop out to the side. Okay, so gently rise back up. Okay, this next one is called Froggy. So another nice hip opener here. So this one, you're gonna take your feet out to the side. All right, so I can feel that already. So take your time with this one, and then just gently come out to the front. And just open it as wide as it feels comfortable for you. Your feet are flexing out to the side. There you go. Perfect.
Your
nice.
inner thigh. Your
inner thigh. Yeah. There you go. Perfect. So just hang out here for a few breaths. Yeah, do what you can. So some people they can't put their feet flat. Can you put your feet flat on the sides like this, Dan? There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice. Okay, just hang out here for a few breaths. And so while we're here, find a little bit of movement. Find where you find that sweet spot, okay? So wherever that is, find that deep stretch. Like right here, this is me right here. This feels really good. There you go. Kind of play with the movement, just kind of move back and forth. And again, if it's too much, come out of it. Let's lay on your belly and get yourself out of it. And breathe. So as you breathe out, try to deepen your stretch. Like when I breathe out, I'm moving my hips back a little bit more, a little bit more. Very nice. So go ahead and come out of it, however way you can. I'm just gonna put my feet together. There you go. Nice, nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and extend your feet out in front of you. So we're gonna open up our chest, open up our chin. Your feet are flexed, toes pointed towards you. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. So once you're fully extended, you can gently round the top of your back and then take your nose to knee here. So inhale, exhale. On the exhale, try to deepen your stretch. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, deepen the stretch. The harder you flex your feet, the more you feel the deep stretch behind your legs. See if you can flex a little bit more, a little bit harder. Toes pointing towards you. Then very gently, we're gonna come back up again. There you go. All right, so just taking that right leg, we're gonna cross that right leg over your left. We're gonna find a nice tall spine. That foot is extended, toes pointed towards you. Let's lift up our left arm. We're gonna come for a twist, so twisting towards that leg. Then open up your shoulder behind you. It's okay, if you're in the wrong direction, we're gonna do both directions, so it's okay. But yeah, try to place your arm behind you and look over that shoulder behind you while keeping your back nice and straight. So inhale, exhale. On the exhale, try to deepen your stretch. So looking right behind you, that wall, whatever is behind you. All right, so very gently come out of it. Keep the legs the same. We're just gonna change direction. So just taking your time, changing direction, and now pulling that shoulder behind you and looking behind you the other direction. While keeping that nice tall spine, try not to slouch. Keeping that foot flexed, toes pointed towards you. Then very gently take your time, come back to center. All right, so extending that right leg back. And then we're gonna take our left leg, and we're gonna take our left leg to cross over your right. Again, making sure you're set up correctly. Shoulder stacked over your hips, lifting your right arm, coming for that twist, and then twisting towards that leg. Opening up that shoulder behind you. Then gently take your time and just reverse the other direction. Look over the other shoulder, pulling that shoulder back. Actively pull it back. And then gently take it back to center. Extending those legs. So for this one, we're gonna come into butterfly, and just using your elbows to push your legs down. Try to bring your feet nice and tight. So inhale, exhale. Hold on to that, hold it. And so as you're pulling your legs down with your elbows, breathe out. And try to go a little bit deeper. Feel that stretch, deepen that stretch. So inhale, exhale, and then pull those legs down. And then we'll rise back up. So this next one I want to show you, this is called fire log pose. I'm not going to lie, this one's very challenging. I have a hard time with this one myself. But there's ways that you can make it easier. And I'll show you with the block. You're probably going to need this. So now this is my right leg. So, but this would be your left leg. Okay, yeah. So if you want to mirror me, it'd be easier. So now this foot, it needs to go, but you want to bend that, yeah. So this leg here, you want to think of it being even in front of your mat. It's not all the way here, it's not out here. Try to keep it even. So that's what you're working towards. Okay, so now you're gonna take that foot, it's gonna go on top of your knee. So that's what you're working towards. It may not quite get there, maybe this is all you got. Okay, that's okay. But that's what you're working towards, okay? Your foot is flexed. Foot is flexed to protect your knee. So you may look like this, okay? Some people, what you wanna work towards is this knee laying on top of this foot. Okay, so that's where this can come in if you're having a hard time. Yeah, you want one? Yeah. So this will help you get into the pose. And if you can, see if you can extend it just a little bit more if you can, if your body can do it. There you go. All right, so that's where these come in. This helps rise the floor, it helps bring things to you. Your foot should be here, but we can't get there yet, so we're gonna use our block instead. And then just try to rest your leg on top of that block. We're gonna hang out here for a little while. Okay, this is a deep stretch. That's a really deep stretch. So inhale, exhale. This is probably all you got, just stay here, hold it here. If it becomes too intense, just come out of it. Take your legs out, shake them out, get back into it. But while we're here, keep a nice tall spine, belly button to spine. And if you want to try to forward fold a little bit, but if you're having a hard time with this already, it's going to be too much, so just hang out here. Inhale, exhale. So play with your breath here. Inhale, exhale. On the exhale, try to go a little bit deeper. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. There you go, inhale, exhale. Remember, keep that foot flexed. Both your feet are flexed. I know it sounds crazy, but while you're here, try to relax. Relax your eyes, relax your mouth, relax your tongue. Relax the space between your eyebrows. It's a couple more breaths here. Ooh, very nice. I know I'm feeling it. All right, gently come out of it. Take your time, take your time. That can be intense, yes. All right, so over here, let's just do a windshield wiper. Loosen up a little bit. We're gonna do the other side. Okay. So just kind of flop to one side and just hang out there for just a couple of breaths. And then we'll do the other side. And then switch other side. All right, let's do the other side. Okay, so don't get the sides mixed up. Okay. All right, so remember this is my right, you did your left, right? Okay, so now we have to do, now that left leg is gonna come out in front of you. Foot is flexed. And then take the opposite leg. Foot is flexed. Bottom foot is flexed. All right, so one side may feel different. Some people may be up here, okay? All right, this is my tight side, so I look different. All right, so we're gonna hang out here for a while. Use your block if you need to. Okay. So again, find that nice tall spine, and that foot is flexed. There you go, perfect. Yeah, try to keep that foot flexed. So inhale, exhale. Again, try to relax into it. Inhale, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Try not to slouch. Okay. So nice tall spine and then forward fold. Inhale, exhale. So once you're fully extended, if you feel the need to just gently round your back, that's okay. Just gently round your back. Do your best to relax. There's a couple more breaths here. Hang in there. Inhale, exhale. On the exhale, try to go deeper if you can. Nice, gently release. Take your time. All right, take it out. Come on. Get that blood flowing back. All right, let's do those windshield wipers. From side to side. All right. So when you do this seat belt, try to tap your knee on the floor if you can. Tap. There you go, perfect. And then we'll just pause here just for a couple of breaths. Hang on here. 2 breaths. And then take it the other direction. There you go. Nice. And then bring your knees together. Let's hug those knees. Nose to knee. We're going to go ahead and extend our legs out in front. And we're going to work our weight down to the ground. So slowly, slowly, come back. And we're going to interlace those fingers. And you're going to, like you're waking up in the morning. So flip your hands over, stretch, squeeze the feet, so stretch the feet. Reach behind you nice and long. And then let's grab onto our left wrist and we'll shift over to our right. And we'll grab onto our right wrist, switching over to our left. And then bring it back to center. So over here, let's bring our feet towards our hips. Place your lower back on the floor. I feel like doing a bridge tonight. Bridge is one of my favorite stretches. This feels so good to me, so we're gonna do a bridge tonight. So watch me first. Make sure your head isn't turning. Look straight in front of you. But make sure before you start that your lower back's on the floor. And then lift your hips. This might be your bridge view. Okay, squeezing your glutes. Okay, if you want a deeper stretch, you want a chest expansion, go ahead, tuck your elbows underneath, grab onto your hands, squeeze the shoulder blades, and hang out here. If you have a wheel in your practice, if you want to try the wheel, just flip your hands over and come into wheel. It's all up to you, whichever is comfortable for your body. Okay, we're going to gently come out of this pose. So just if you're in the chest expansion, so just gently placing your shoulders back on the mat, and then just coming down vertebrae by vertebrae, taking your time, take your time. And then we'll do those windshield wipers here. And then bringing your knees up and just gently moving side to side, massaging your back. And then bringing our nose to knee here, do our back bend, make sure we do a good counter stretch here. pushing your head down. And then just let's come for another side stretch here. So if you want to intensify it, you can just come and place your knees over to your right, arms over to your left. If you want a little more, so lift up that right leg to go over your left leg if you want to have a little deeper stretch, okay? So you choose whatever. So this way, or you can go a little bit deeper, okay? So find which works best for your body. So legs over to your right, arms over to your left. And then take it back to center and then do the other side. You place that leg over your left leg over your right. And then bring it back to center. And then bringing those knees in once again, nice squeeze. So while you're squeezing those knees, keep your lower back on the floor. And just do some gentle sway side to side. We'll just add one more nose to knee here. Making sure we get that good counter stretch after those back bends. And then we're going to come into Savasana. So just that we're ending our practice in Savasana. So just come into a comfortable pose here, laying down pose. You can put your arms out to the side. You can put your arms on your belly, on your chest. You can put your feet together, so whatever's comfortable for your body. I'm just gonna hang out here for a few breaths. So just make sure your feet are nice and loose, comfortable, no tension in the toes. No tension in your calves, relax your calves. You're making your body nice and heavy on the mat. Nothing's flexed, this is hanging there, loose, nice and loose and heavy. Relax your upper thighs, relax your fingers, relax your forearms, your upper arms. Relax your belly, your chest. Relax your eyes, your mouth, your jaw, your tongue. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Listen to your breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it, and sigh out of your mouth. Inhale through your nose, hold it, and sigh. One more time, inhale through your nose, hold it, and sigh. And from here, just slow, easy breaths, in through your nose for 3, out through your nose for 3. Just listen to your breath. Relax. Again, make your body heavy on the mat. No tension anywhere in your body. Things nice and loose. Gently, we're going to come to our side and embryo pose. Just making a little pillow with your bicep. We're working our way up to seated. And then gently, we're just going to pop back up into seated, easy seat. And let's close it off with some gentle neck stretch before we leave. So just placing your ear to your shoulder, just for a couple of breaths. This arm should be extended out to the side because you want to feel that stretch here. So but it should be touching the floor. There you go. And go ahead and turn your gaze towards your shoulder. Just changing the sensation, the stretch, the feeling. And then turn your gaze towards the sky. And then gently release and just turn over to the other direction. And then turn your gaze towards your shoulder. And then turn your gaze towards the sky. And then taking it back to center, and then one more, taking your chin forward, and then tuck it in, like you're trying to make a double chin. So take it forward, and then take it in for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Rising both arms up, let's do one last side stretch. So you can go ahead and drop that left arm down and then stretch over to the other direction, keeping both sit bones on the floor, try not to hike up the hips. Then rising both arms up and then changing direction other side. Inhale, exhale. Rising both arms up, inhale, and then exhale, hands to heart center. May you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. My heart to yours. Namaste.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you guys have a good rest after that. Yeah. Okay. I think my video got messed up because I ran out of battery. Oh well. This is one that I can't put in my my little platform that I started. So oh well, it's okay. There'll be many more.